I think everyone knows that Marco Reus has a lot of ability. He's very good, and yeah, he's just in general amazing football player. But why has he never taken off? You know what I mean? Why has he never gone to the next level? You know, challenged for Ballon d'Ors and everything. You know, the whole career of Marco Reus is what could have been. But at the same time, he really had a great career. So why are people saying what could have been about Marco Reus? I'm going to tell you that in this video. Like and subscribe, and we'll get into it. Now, Marco Reus has had 70 different injuries during his career. He's 31 years of age. I mean, it is a long career. It is a long, majestic career. He started in 2009. You know, he's really had a good run in the Bundesliga and is a Bundesliga legend. But 70 injuries. Now, these injuries is everything from 3 days to 222 days, which happened in 16-17 when he was a great run. You know what I mean? Like, Marco Reus, since Gladbach days, he has never played over 30 games a season. Now, yes, 30 games is, you know, if you play like 29, 28, it is a great season. But here's the thing about Marco Reus. He's had seasons when he's played 15, 16, you know, games. It is just not enough, if you get what I mean. Now, Reus is an amazing, talented player. You know, he's played for the German national team. He's absolutely amazing on the ball. And he is one of the greatest Dortmund players of all time. Everyone will say this. But, for example, in World Cup 2014, you know, Germany won. But he was out with an injury, you know, he had a torn ankle ligament. You know, he missed them at World Cup. He could have been a World Cup winner. Mustafi was a World Cup winner. You get what I mean? These are the sort of things that just makes Marco Reus' career. He probably is a bit sour in his mouth. You know? You get what I mean? And Marco Reus has always been told as the loyal one at Dortmund. The one that just stayed. He was linked to Arsenal and Liverpool and Bayern and all of these great clubs. But he never pulled the trigger because he loved Dortmund. He went through the youth academy, you know, then he went to Gladbach and had his breakthrough with his amazing speed and skill and versatility on the pitch. You know, his first goal was a 50-meter solo run when he put it in the back of the net, you know. He was absolutely amazing. He was at Gladbach for 3 years, but he really proved himself. And he was absolutely amazing for Mönchengladbach for 3 years. He established himself in the first team. He was a quick and talented player. And then he got the move back to Dortmund, back to his boyhood club, back to the club he loves, and is absolutely amazing. But it is still a career what could have been, because of things like him losing the Champions League final to Bayern Munich in 2012-13. Boy, that would have hurt, you know. These are the sort of things that just makes Dortmund a team of what could have been. Now, Dortmund Jurgen Klopp really reminds me of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, because it is really, you could say they underachieved. I mean, that Dortmund team had Hummels, they had Gundogan, they had Lewandowski, who was in his prime. He was amazing. You know, Borussia Dortmund didn't really have, you know, Marco Reus as their talisman until Lewandowski left on a free to Bayern Munich. These are the sort of things, you know, Bayern has absolutely ruined Dortmund over the years. Mats Hummels, Lewandowski are two of the best players that Dortmund had that they just stole for peanuts. These are the sort of things that just makes Marco Reus' career probably a bit sour in his mouth. And now that Dortmund had a new crop of talent, you know, that Sancho, Haaland, all of these people have now left. But who is left hanging? It is Marco Reus. But Marco Reus, he is really, I mean, he has won a DFB Pokal, a DFB Super Cup, and he's named in the Bundesliga German Footballer of the Year on 2 occasions. But it is these setbacks that really made probably Marco Reus a bit sour in his mouth. He's not played 30 games for Dortmund ever. He played 30 games a season for Gladbach, but he's never played it for Dortmund. It is a real shame in what, Marco Reus is trying to do with his career, if you get what I mean. I mean, he was named Young Player of the Season for Mönchengladbach when he was in his young years, establishing himself. These are the sort of things. It's just amazing. I mean, Marco Reus is really a Dortmund man. He was born in 1989 on May 31st in Dortmund, and then he came through the whole youth academy of Dortmund. He was absolutely amazing at Dortmund, but then he got sent to Gladbach, made his through a year, but then in 2012 he signed a 5-year deal with Dortmund, his boyhood club. Now, Reus's career at Dortmund is marked by both a lot of success and a lot of downfalls. He was a key player in helping him win the Bundesliga title in 2011, 2012. He finished as a league top scorer in 2013-14, but it is these injuries that really makes his career what could have been for both the German national team and Dortmund. Now, Marco Reus still plays to this day. He's 31 years of age. He is the Dortmund captain. He's an absolute legend of the sport and a legend for Dortmund. He's played 15 games this season, which is quite a lot for his standard, but his career will always be marked with what could have been, and it is a real shame. Like and subscribe, comment down below what you think, and I'll see you all later. Peace.